Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM21 Builder Nation story from Bangor City with me, Daniel. It's part 23 today and we're in a spot of bother. We come back to face TNS and Barry Town United, and the latter seem to be runaway leaders at the top. We're out of form, we're really struggling to put a run together, and we're having a sustained injury crisis, particularly in midfield. We've made one late signing in the January window who we're hoping will be able to turn the tide. But this could be a really disappointing year and a really tough end to what was a pretty good start to the season. So if you're looking forward to that and you are enjoying seeing us struggle, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily FM21 content from two long-term stories. I'm afraid my voice is a little bit shot because I've just finished recording yesterday's episode of The Head Coach. It is an absolute humdinger. We've got just 3 days to go till Christmas and the festive season is being kind to us. So I hope you're all looking forward to it. And I hope you're looking forward to this one too, as I'm not sure it's going to be quite so positive. So if we go and start by having a look at the schedule, just to see how we've been getting on really, there's a few quite worrying signs. So you were with me last, just a few games ago, as we narrowly snuck past Connors Quay in the cup final, the League Cup final that is. That was on penalties, and since then, we've got 1 point out of 2 games in the league and snuck through a cup game despite not playing well. So I guess our biggest aim now is, can we at least complete the domestic cup double and get second place in the league? I don't know. At least if Barry win the league, they'll have the finances to go pro from Europe. But that's not an incentive. We want to win it. Carmarthen away, we drew 0-0. Jack Rogers got an injury to add to our woes. He is fit now though. It was just a minor one. A 1-0 victory against TNS in the Welsh Cup. Paul Glatzel with a moment of magic. And a 1-0 defeat at Connors Quay. It became clear what the problem is the last month, right back. Owen Moore in poor form, struggling to compete for our first 11 now. Jack Hankin, the youngster, not ready for the big games, not the big pressure anyway. So we've addressed that. We've got a big signing in and we hope it'll make the difference. These 2 big home games are going to be so crucial to the title race. TNS, a side we've done well against, but they're professional. They've got the ability to stop us. And Barry Town United, who are running away with it. So let's go and have a look at the transfers. Just the one player coming in, Owen Moore potentially going out. 750 quid to one of those 3, Gillingham, Stockport or Scunthorpe. But let's look at the man that's come in. And it's very similar really to what we started to do at Cliftonville last year, which is having to look into the loan market. So we've brought in Ethan Vaughan from Portsmouth. Again, I've lost the career stats every single time it goes. Now, if I remember rightly, I think, because there was 2 of them, I got confused. But I think this is the Ethan Vaughan that we had at Dorking Wanderers in FM20, I think. But either way, 3.5 star ability, 5 star potential, fairly professional personality. He signed an 18-month loan deal, so he's here next season as well. 500 quid a week ahead of Jack Hankin. And he looks like the perfect right back, very good at this level. And we'll be hoping he can shore things up for us. So that's the big signing. We've let Ericsson go to Stockport, he's joined Kretschmar, and maybe joined by Moore as well, of course. But he's not looking great. If we go to the table, we're 8 points away now. Barry Town, they dropped 3 points against Haverfordwest. We got really excited. They just drew that game 3-3. And then we lost our league game and it went back to 8 points. And it looked like a good week for them. We've had injuries galore. We're just not looking good. It really isn't a good stage for us. The dynamics are average. Everything's a little bit stop and start at the minute. So we're going to get into these 2 games, but we need some inspiration. TNS snuck into the top 6 in the end. We've got a few back from injury coming in. Cordner starts. We've left Pixley on the bench because he's been struggling when he's playing in the 23s or the reserves. And Mosilla's back in as well. We've got Goodridge out. We've got Coyle out. We've got Bodenham out. It's just not looking too good at the minute. We've still got a struggle for morale. We've got a bit of struggle tactically with the cohesion. And that's because it's unfamiliar players that are coming in and playing regularly. But the 11 we've gone for is Gregor Zabret in goal. Vaughan in at right back alongside Bolton. It's his debut today at right back. Cordner alongside Hockenhull at centre half. Silla, Boot, Hackett and Rogers the midfield 4. Boot in poor form. No replacements to bring in. And that's part of the other problem. And then up front is Fanian and Glatzel. The likes of Holloway, the likes of Mafuta on the bench and Pixley coming back from injury. But it is a far cry from a confident start here. So let's get into the TNS game and just hope our luck's going to turn at some point. If it doesn't happen soon, it'll be too late for the title. So 3 changes from that league defeat. It's Hankin, Harbottle and Goodridge out. Goodridge due to injury, of course. Silla, Cordner and Vaughan back in. I doubt the first two of those, though, will be able to do 90. So let's go and get into it, get through the team talk. We've got to find a way to win a game. And we've got to win consistently at this stage. It is now or never. So let's go and get into it. It's a good side the New Saints have got. Still led by Keston Davis. They were quite busy in January. They did a few little deals on deadline day. But nothing that's really going to worry us at this stage. If we're not going to win today, the title race is over anyway. So let's go and get through it. You're in 7th place. What? Oh, 7th place in the form table. I should have read that before getting angry, but there you go. TNS in the first half, a very good rival to face. Let's see if any of their January players are in the team. If we go and have a look at them, we can see what Barry Town did as well, actually, while we're here. In terms of TNS, Owen Palmer joined on a free. He's not great, he's a youngster. Will Swan from Forest. He's a good player on loan. Nearly £1,000 a week as well. I think he was starting, was he? Joe Porton came in earlier in the month. And that's it for now, but he's gone back out on loan. If we go and have a very quick look at Barry Town United and just see what they've done as well. They've brought a couple more in on loan. So we looked at Ruben Davis last time. They've also brought in another young striker as a backup. So just strengthening the squad a little, not really letting anyone go. But TNS armed with Will Swan. Let's see what they can do to us. And early on we've got a corner on the right. Hackett will take it into Glatzel. That is just the start we needed. 5 minutes on the clock, a 4th goal for Paul Glatzel. And Bangor City lead TNS 1-0. And we desperately needed it. Now can we hang on and really extend this lead? As at left back, Pitt's got a throw in to Akpong. Back to the left back again. Time on the ball for TNS. The pressing intensity not quite there. Hockenhull wins the long clearance though to Hackett. Over the top to Glatzel. He's in again. And it's a good save round the post. But a free kick for offside. But a very promising start. We're getting in behind. And we're doing a good job. As Gregory's clearance finds Bolton only. Hosey picks it up at right back to Keston Davis. Long ball over the top to Bolton. He brings it down for Cordner. Not quite match fit. But gets that one clear. Not quite directed though. Perhaps a little rusty. There is Will Son, the January signing. Flicks on to Brobble. To Hosey again. Charges down the left. There's no pressure on him. Where's the fight? Where's the pressing intensity? As Brobble gets it right wing again. To the byline. Silla's out with him, but he forces it back. And again, they've just got so much time on the ball. To Will Swan. To Hosey. 3 up with him, but he goes back again. They're not really going anywhere. I guess the shape's working to that extent. But those have been famous last words before. It's a brilliant spell of sustained pressure. Great possession. And Brobble's finally got it. Delivers to Akpong. And that is a stunning goal from TNS. 8.5 minutes gone. They're back on terms already. And as it says in a commentary, that was breathtaking football. We gave them too much time. We gave them too much respect. But my word, did they take advantage. And there's the happy moment gone. And it's a throw in again for our visitors at left back. We're trying to nick it. And here is Ethan Vaughan. He's been absolutely skinned. You're supposed to deal with that. And he does, to be fair. Second time he recovers. Finds Hockenhull. And now Boot. Back to Hockenhull again. Can we get on top with the football? We should have that extra man in the middle. But it's out wide with Ethan Vaughan with shining. He's got the fullback to take on. Delivers towards Glatzel. Loses out in the air and is cleared to Bolton. Over the top towards Vaughan again. Misplaced to Pitt though. And he clears it long to Anthony. Time for TNS. Finds Swan out to Akpong. They look the better side. They look the more threatening, certainly. They definitely look potent on the break. And here's Pitt left back again. Chance to get to the byline. Cuts it to Swan. Into the box to Akpong. He's got a free shot here. It's into Anthony who scores again. And we fail to get it clear. I think the title race is over. I don't know what's happened. We've just got into one of those little spells where we can't put 2 wins together. We've got the best side we've had in the whole series. And the least confidence. It is a really strange spell here. And Bangor City in big trouble. As Sturk goes back to Hosey. Long over the top towards Anthony. Hockenhull intercepts and Cordner. Now to Silla in the centre circle. Over to Glatzel. He's in again. It's a brilliant strike. How's it not gone in? It hit the post. The inside of it at that. Dribbled along the line. And nobody chased it. And it's just cleared away. And somehow we're going to trail at half time. I mean, TNS have looked more threatening. But we've had a good share of the game. We've just not taken advantage. Confidence is missing. We don't look a good side. We're going to ask for some desire. We're going to ask for a bit of fight. But I'm not sure where the goals are coming from now. Half an hour left on the clock. No change so far in this half. So I'm going to have to make changes. I'm going to replace Fanian, who's been poor yet again. He's going to be replaced by Amadi Holloway. Glatzel will go over as the advance forward. Arguably, that's our strongest attack now. Roger's having a poor game, so Pixley will make his comeback. And Boot's knackered, so he's going to be replaced by Mafuta. They're the 3 subs, and that's all we can do. We've got to chase the game now. We're going to demand more. We're going to try and fire these lads up. But I can't see any confidence. I can't see any zip. And it looks like the gap's going to stay 8 points, even with a game in hand for Barry. We're going to go attacking as the long goal kicks forward. Hockenhull heads up more than away. Agyapong brings it down. Good closing down by the wide man. Cuts inside though, and he switches it. Bolton hacks clear. There's Glatzel. He's got Holloway running off him. Finds Pixley. Oh, he's not up to speed. We look so bad. We look so slow. I mean, we've only got to finish top 3 by board expectations, but for us, this really hampers our plans if we lose the Champions League money. Keston Davis experience there, back to the keeper. And really, even nicking a draw's not good enough. We've got to win this. As Pitt picks it up at left back. Back into his keeper again. He's under-hit it. Amadi Holloway with a gift. And he's hit the post. Oh, he hasn't missed that. No, you've not missed that. It's basically an open goal. He's given you a goal and you've basically thrown it away. Mafuta gets it into Pixley. Oh, it's in this time and it's offside. How are we behind? How are we still behind in this match? I mean, we've gone attacking and it's worked to an extent. But we've still not got that goal to show for it. Let's just fire up the lads. We've got to create one more. We've got to get something out of this. Zabret finds Bolton, the left back. Not had a good game. On a yellow card. Goes long. Davis wins it again. He's been an absolute man mountain back there. Ooing over the top to Agyapong. He's in yet again. It's a good block and Mafuta will clear. But Ethan Vaughan's not had a good game either. It just seems to be a real struggle. Either our tactic after a year and a half in the top flight has just been found out suddenly like that, or we're just in a bit of a poor spell, but we can't seem to get out of it. The back post corner's headed away, and we've got 2 minutes left to save this. It's Ethan Vaughan with a throw-in on the right. Finds Glatzel. Chance to cross. It's back to Bolton on the edge. Time to shoot. Oh, he's hit the woodwork again. How many times? That's got to be the 3rd or 4th time we've hit the woodwork today. And it's out for a throw with Ethan Vaughan on the right again. He's got a chance to cross it. Finds Glatzel. And it's blocked out for another throw. This is painstaking. How are we behind? Here's Ethan Vaughan again with a throw. We just need a moment of magic. Given away. It's a poor throw. Finds Silla, who's a bit tired. It's his first game back from injury. Where's he going? He's just running in a straight line back to his own goal. And with 2 minutes of stoppage time played, it is Bangor City 1, TNS 2. It started so well. We were utterly dominant. We hit the woodwork more times than we probably will the rest of the season combined. But we've lost again. We just cannot get that win. We cannot get 2 in a row, and that's 1 point from 3 league games. Now we have to watch, glancing from behind the sofa, to see if Barry Town take advantage. They could be 11 points clear going into the game. It's not a big one, and it's still an advantage, but Barry Town United were held to a draw by Connors Quay. The gap increases to 9 points, but it still gives us a slight glimmer. Let's look at it the positive way. If we beat Barry twice, that's 3 points, and then we've just got to nick another result off them somewhere. So hopefully we can still do it. But Barry Town United up next in 6 days' time. Let's skip ahead to it and just hope there's some inspiration from somewhere, because we are in a right mess at the moment. We are back and we've got some good fitness news. Liam Coyle back on the bench. Goodridge back entirely. Amadi Holloway had a little knock in between, but he's all right now. Bodenham the same. We're as strong as we can be, I think, now. And I've taken a bit of a gamble in the team selection. Some slight news as we were off camera. Owen Moore has now left the club. He will join Stockport County in the summer with the other 2 additions. Those 2, of course, being Kretschmar and Eriksson, who we sold in January. But it's us v Barry Town United. They're 9 points clear at the top. And I know we said it about the last game, but this is must win. If the gap is 9 points after this, we won't win the title. I can assure you of that. So we have to get 3 points. We've done a team meeting. We've got a decent response. And I know they're recommending changes to the team, but I've gambled. Bar Glatzel, all of the January signings, and Vaughan, are out. We've taken out the likes of Jake Hackett, of Cordner, and we've just gone for the 11 that were here pre-season, largely. So we've got the 3 in midfield who play well together, Pixley, who's got the best combination with Fanian, and then the 2 centre-halves that have a good relationship. And I'm hoping that they'll all get through 90 minutes unscathed, and I'm hoping they'll bring our best performance out. We've got Coyle back on the bench, but he can only really do 20. And then we've got some of those stars if we need them. So the lineup today is a Brett in goal. Vaughan and Bolton still the fullbacks, but Harbottle in alongside Hockenhull at centre-half. Goodridge back in a holding role. Silla moves up to the left of the diamond. Boot stays on the right. And then Pixley is in behind Glatzel and Fanian. Holloway, probably our top scorer this season in the league, but our worst player in training every week. He's had a little knock in the week. He's not really match fit. So we're going to leave him for now. But that's the lineup we've gone for. As close to back to the originals as I can get away with. Some game changers on the bench, some quality in the side. And fingers crossed, a chance to get back in the title race. 3 changes from the last game. It's Harbottle, Pixley and Goodrich in. And please, just give us something. And not more injuries, hopefully. We've got a warning to close down Papi Diakite. Barry Town somehow kept hold of the likes of Jenkins on loan. They brought in Davis on loan, of course. They've kept even press for another window. And they've got James Cook, our former man, at centre-half. They're a good side. They've got quality. Luke Cummins on the bench. Adrian Cieslewicz, who's caused all sorts of chaos against us in the past. And they're a good side. They deserve to be competing at the top. We're going to pump our fists. We can drop out of the top 3 if this goes wrong. That's how bad we've been recently. So let's go and get into this. It's Bangor City v Barry Town United. And we must win to retain our title. And even then, it's still a slim chance. Well, a quiet 16 minutes, but it's a Barry Town throw. Goodrich heads away to Fanian. And I'm hoping Pixley's return will bring out the best in him. As Fanian surges down the right. No real pressure on him. Gets the ball in. Glatzel loses out in the air. And now Jenkins can counter. We look so susceptible on the break. Davis has got him behind the January signing. And he's put Barry Town United ahead. As it stands, with the lead, they're going 12 points clear at the top. And Davis making no mistake where Holloway failed in the last game for us. But a very even game and we're caught out by 1 counter. And Barry Town United are basically champions-elect. 12 points clear with 7 to go. I don't think you overturn that. As Vaughan's got a throw on the right, in towards Pixley. Doesn't have enough on it. We have to fight back. Hockenhull goes down the right to Vaughan. He goes long over the top. Fanian's there. Good first touch. Oh, he's hit the post. It's another one. Just like TNS, alongside the line after hitting the inside of the post. Is it just one of those weeks for us? I don't understand it. How have we fallen away so badly this season? It was only 2 episodes ago we got back to the top of the league. And as it stands, if this result stands after 90 minutes, we will be 12 points behind with 7 games to go. Just 21 to play for. And we'll have no chance. It's Hockenhull to Goodrich. We need a big 45. Here's Ethan Vaughan. Up towards Glatzel, who can't get there. Diakite finds Gray. Up to Davis, the goal scorer. Brings it down. Brilliant player. And is shot straight at Zabret. But what a loan signing he's been for them. Zabret picks it up in goal and we don't see any more. And every time we come back, it seems to be a Barry Town counter. As Diakite's got it on the left again. Loses out to Vaughan, who finds Fanian. He's got Glatzel with him, who beats the man with his first touch. In he goes. Oh, straight at the keeper. Glatzel's supposed to be a superstar. Oh, it's so frustrating. It's not like we're not creating the chances. We've just got every striker at the club out of form. And with an hour gone, we're going to see out this highlight and make changes, because I don't know what else to do. Presser's won a flick on. We could be 2 down though. Davis is in, and Zabret saves the day. Ethan Vaughan gets it off the line, and it's out for a throw-in again. I just thought we were on an upwards trajectory, and it has gone completely to pot. So let's make changes. Boot's going to be replaced by Hackett. Pixley replaced by Rogers. And I'm going to take Glatzel off. He's been poor. Let's replace him with Holloway. Doesn't matter if he's the best player. He's not playing well. So let's get back to the front 2 we've had most of the season. And Holloway might be a poor trainer, but we know he's reliable. So we're going to fire the lads up. We'll give it 5 more, then we'll go attacking. Our expected goals is almost 2. It's not that we're not playing well. We're just not creating that clear-cut chance. And we're not taking them when we get them. 10 minutes to go. We're going to lose again. I just don't know what to do. We are absolutely dominant. We're creating clear-cut chances. And we're not taking anything. Forget the loss. Forget the result. How have we not scored a goal in this game? As the ball comes out to Diakite on the left for Barry. He's absolutely skinned Ethan Vaughan. And he gets to the byline into Davis. And Zabret has just made a wonder save. It should have been game over in truth. Former Swansea youth keeper. And he stops the former Swansea loan player. As Jenkins gets the cross into the box from the corner. Goodrich heads away. Finds Jenkins on the left again. His cross is blocked. And they've got it right where they want it. Only 2 minutes of stoppage time and Barry have got it by our corner flag. We're going to lose. I think we can officially rule out the title. 2 defeats in a row, 12 points behind with 7 games to go. And this episode, and this month in total since the cup final, has been an absolute unmitigated disaster. Bangor City 0, Barry Town United 1. And we are not going to retain the Welsh Premier League. It's been a while since we had victory. I've even tried the team talk trick. I've tried the team meeting. I've tried the individual chats. We can't turn it around. We're now level on points with Connors Key. They've got Reece Kavanagh, who's a brilliant goal scorer at this level. TNS are starting to turn it round. If they win their game in hand, they're just 6 behind. Haverfordwest are just 2 behind, so one of them's getting close to us. I'm quite concerned, and by quite concerned, I mean astonishingly alarmed. It is not a good state for us to be in. Barry are 10 unbeaten. All right, a lot of draws, but they're picking up points. We're going to loan out a young keeper, I think. That's the least of our concerns at the minute. But it's back to the drawing board. This has been an awful few weeks. Let's go and have a look at the schedule for when we'll be back. I mean, unless something miraculous happens, or we get Barry in the cup semi-final, I think we'll wait until our next game against them or the final game of the season. There's no point judging it until we see how both teams do, but our form's got to turn. I mean, we've got Cardiff, who are arguably the weakest side in the top 6 next, and then we've got the cup quarter-final, which now becomes a must-win. I'm worried. We've lost 3 in a row in all competitions, 3 in a row in the league. We haven't won for 5 league games. I mean, when's the last time we've said that? I don't think we've had that all series. So a big turnaround needed, but if you did enjoy this episode and seeing 2 big defeats in the title race, please do put a thumbs up on the video. I don't think we can even call it a title race anymore. 12 points behind with 21 to play for, and it's Barry Town United's to lose. So the Welsh Cup turns to the forefront of our attention. We have to try and win that one. If you want to stay up to date and see if we can do it, and how the impact of not having the Champions League money will affect us next year, please do subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on. You'll get alerts as daily videos released on the channel from 2 long-term stories. Christmas just round the corner. We'll have something a little different on Christmas Day and New Year's Day as well. And the live streams continue this evening, so please do come and join along if you're able to. You can catch up with all the other playlists in the eye above, including the head coach, which is going absolutely nuts this year. Thank you so much for your support with that. And there's a link to the podcast channel too, including that interview with Keston Davis, who is a thorn in our side yet again for TNS today. But a big thanks for watching, your support with the series and the channel in general. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're gearing up well for the festive season, and I hope to see you next time as we try to get back on form with Bangor. We're in big trouble and we need a reprieve. I'll see you next time to find out if we can get it.